In this video, we're going to show you how you can refresh your kitchen cabinets on a budget with just a paint sprayer, some other minimal tools, and really just some effort. These cabinets are about 15 years old. About 5 years ago, we did the granite and the backsplash and the floor, so it is finally time to finish this job. Watch the video to the end to see the finished product. And while you're there, go ahead and subscribe and give us a like. Okay, let's dig into this and figure it out.
And all the cabinet doors have been removed. And I'll start the cleaning process on those. So now I'm going to get started on cleaning these cabinet doors. I want to show you all this product that I love to use. It's called a crud cutter. I found it at your local hardware store. I found it in town here at Lowe's Hardware. But this stuff's great. Cuts right through the grease, cuts right through all the dirt and the crap and everything that shows up in your kitchen cabinets because you are using it and cooking in there all the time. So love this product. You just put a little bit on there, and then I'll let that sit. You can let it sit on some of the harder spots too. Let it kind of activate and work on it, but really it's just spray it on and wipe it off for the most part. And then if you have tougher grease, go ahead and you might have to do it a couple of times, but it works awesome. This is the best product that's out there for sure. This is a pretty tedious part of the job, is doing all this cleaning of these cabinets, but it's also a very important part of this job. The primer and the paint are going to have a hard time sticking to any sort of grime or dirt or crud, so do yourself a favor and clean these off as best as you can. Go through each one meticulously and scrub it down, get all that grease and everything off your cabinets as you can prior to the first sand. Something else I wanted to show you too is that I've labeled all of my doors. See, so that's 11, and I'll show you another one here too of what is that, 14, right? So I've got them all sticking on the inside of where the hinge was, because you want that covered up anyway. That's going to get painted in there anyway, inside the hinge hole. And then I put all of the hardware in individual bags. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. And here's the cabinet doors hardware. I have 20 doors, so I went through every single one, put them in their own individual baggie to make it that much easier when everything's actually done and we get to rehang these cabinet doors. Now that the cabinet doors have all been cleaned, it's time to move to the next step of this project, which will be to sand all the cabinet doors down. You don't have to go too crazy in the sanding process. You just need to be able to get that glossy finish off the top layer of the cabinet doors. I'm just going to use a 150 sand coarse grit for my sanding block, and we will show you what the next step looks like when it's done. To help with space, I went ahead and built this drying rack. Just used a couple of old 2x4s and then picked up a bunch of 1x2s from Lowe's. Again, it doesn't have to be pretty, just something to help conserve some space after when I've started painting the doors, have them someplace to be able to stack. All the cabinets have been taken out and sanded down as well. Next step is we're going to get everything set up and get our first layer of primer on. So now it's time to set up the paint booth. I've been thinking about a couple ways of doing this. Did I really want to tape off all of my garage because the overspray is going to be all over the place? And I saw a couple of different videos of people that have used different kinds of tents. And so I have this old tent that I thought, well, let's give this a shot. This tent has served myself, our family for 20 plus years, and we bought a new one. And so I figured, why not use this? I did look around on Facebook Marketplace and some different areas, see if you can find a cheap one, a garage sale. I would find the cheapest one out there you can get because you're just going to trash it. But by doing this, I'm hoping I wouldn't have to be able to tape everything off in the garage because this is going to have some pretty good coverage for overspray. There's some good ventilation in there, and we'll see how this goes. I do have a respirator I'll be putting on here shortly. I also came up with this idea of this sort of a lazy Susan, right? So I'm going to be able to spray and move this around. This is just an old bar stool that I was able to pick up Again, just for Marketplace or next door, got it for free. Tore the seat off of it, and this will be perfect for being able to spin around while I spray. I picked up these painting pyramids on Amazon. I'll go ahead and put a link to it in the description, but just wanted to show you what these things look like. They're stackable, so you can measure them up and put them at the right height that you need to be able to get around whatever it is that you're spraying. And this is also the respirator that I picked up, again, on Amazon. I'll send a link to it, but pretty nice. It seems like it's pretty heavy duty. There was pretty good reviews on it here, so that'll work well. And of course, the star of the show here, what we're going to be using is this Avante paint sprayer. Picked this up at Harbor Freight with a coupon. It was, less than 40 bucks, like 35 bucks or something. So some pretty decent reviews on this online, and some other good videos. People break it down, so you can certainly watch those. But excited to use this. It's pretty heavy duty, and yeah, excited to get it going. So we'll get this all set up here and start spraying and show you what that looks like. And after a few hours, we've got all the cabinets and the drawers primered on both sides. The primer is now dried for close to 24 hours. So now we're going to do is start the next step of going through each one of these cabinets and looking for imperfections, maybe some drips that may have come through. There's not very many, but it is helpful to go through. This is the opportunity to be able to go through each one and make sure you get it right. I did find a couple of drips here on the edges of some of the doors, but not too hard to be able to knock these down, and then maybe just do a little touch-up primer. Now that everything's been sanded, let's go through and give everything a quick wipe down with just a damp towel, just to make sure we get any sort of last dust and debris off of all the pieces prior to the first coat of paint. And that's it. A fresh coat of paint completely transformed these cabinets and made the whole kitchen feel brighter and more modern. Let me know in the comments what color you'd choose for your cabinets. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more DIY Figure It Out videos.